Let's kick off what's trending with outrage and calls for investigation from the family of a 24-year-old Youth Corper, AbdulsSamad Jamiu, who was killed during a shooting at Shagari estate in Abuja. Now, in a new video, his family is seen confronting the Nigerian army on Monday, telling them to take back their official statement that Jamiu's tragic killing was due to a stray bullet. In the video, his family is visibly upset with the military for publicly stating that their son was caught in the crossfire of troops responding to armed robbers. Let's watch.
It's unheard of for that unarmed human being. You shot it. We are even trying to manage the situation. You now go out there and put up a publication. Do you know how many social media and various media houses that publish the same nonsense you put up yesterday? Change the narrative all of a sudden. In fact, before leaving the house, my wife was telling me that the army will change its own narrative. This person we are talking about is the person he's passing out next month. Next month.
Now for background, Jamiu, who was set to pass out from NYSC just next month, was suddenly killed on Saturday while watching over his younger siblings while their parents were away. Now, the army had said that when they arrived at the scene, they came under gunfire from robbers, and that's what led to Jamiu's killing. But the family maintains that there was no exchange of fire and that AbdulsSamad was shot inside his room. Now, the family shared videos of the aftermath. Viewers' discretion is advised. Let's take a look.
I've been praying to God to cover him, to shield him for me. Here we are today. Nigeria has happened to me. Look
at the door. I think the bullet passed through the place. This is the second bullet. Look at the blood. This was the one that passed through that door.
The family is now calling for an independent investigation outside the military control. And before I come to you, I'll just take some quick reactions from X. Kate says, how many armed robbers eventually got shot or caught? Why are innocent civilians always getting caught in the crossfire during such responses? It's to tell his family sorry now, right? How will sorry fix this permanent pain for them? Then Cole said, in a real country where justice is served, this house should be sealed for investigation. Occupants provided temporary accommodation. Forensic units should be on the ground and eyewitness interrogations conducted. But this is Nigeria, where insanity is the order of the day. And I'll leave you with that because I think there was once a time that Rufai, you actually made these kind of similar comments that, you know, when something happens, it should be sealed off. People shouldn't get in.
Every crime scene leaves a trail.
Exactly.
That's the essence of forensics. How can you comb up a trail? But you see, we have a structural defect. And the defect is so big that you can never see forensics investigations are bungle interest matters. It took the family to come out to say, no, the side of the story of the military was not true. Because they had put out a narrative. So it becomes a narrative war. And see, I have dealt with a lot of cases like this, where you have to amplify the lots of people that feel down and weak in society. They try to twist the narrative, and when they twist it, nothing is done. The second question we should ask is, can we even have an autopsy on that body? I don't know. I know based on the Lagos coroner's law, if people die in extraneous circumstances, the state has an autopsy. I don't know what it is like in Abuja. Secondly, then even when you go to court, how is this going to continue? What's the case going to be like? Who is going to come out of this? Are they just going to tell the family members to go like that? You see, in the end, there's so much injustices that happen. And that's why sometimes you wonder what is going on in Nigeria.
Right.
This case of this mother crying reminds me of the case of the mother in Jos that was crying, clutching onto her dead son. And that's what Nigeria has become. And when we say Nigeria happened, they say, oh, don't say that.
Right.
I don't want to say that, but the question we should ask is, it was because this man was in Nigeria and there's a level of anyhowness, this happened.
Right.
So please, we want an independent forensic investigation, also an autopsy to be conducted.
Absolutely.
We even want the extraction of the bullet, so we even see the kind of military killer bullets Or let's even see if it's a military cater bullet. Then if the military is found complicit, would they take responsibility? Would they even pay reparation? I'm not saying they are found complicit. In a case, then the last stroke is, how can we better manage this? A case of armed robbery should not lead to a loss of life of individuals.
Right.